Hello, welcome back. Last time I did a pretty cool little temporal projection room over here. Here's another one I stepped into once. M-highbrow, 11th place tie. Brained roach. Alright, Arky, what do you have to say?
Brained roach. The delver must carve a path for a roach to hit precipice, allowing them to reach a brain. But brained movement ensures that the roach will never step on certain plates. Bridges allow the brained roach to find the path through the delver wherever they are. But trapdoors stop the delver from simply walking across the bridge. I am so genius.
Okay. So this can make that part false. While I'm inside here, I see. Each one of these gives me a brain toggle. Yeah, okay, so I can turn off brainedness. Then when the roach steps on a plate, it'll turn back on because that opens up to it. Alright, so I think I see what this room is about, probably. Haven't parsed the rest of it, but I think I see the Arky trap and how to defuse it, at least. All of these are on-off pressure plates. So
My name is Beethro.
Jeez, Beethro, you're so loud. So I'll have a limited time to do that. Alright, so I need to carve a path. So that first. Then this. Really? Then this, then that. What? Oh, okay, sure. So this is the last one. That makes sense. Second last is this. Okay, so that's gonna mean it'll have to be one of these two will break, and then alright, let's just carve this up and see what happens. Okay, then one of those two, sure. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, swap the order of these two and I can just do the room, I think. But with this arrangement... So I can turn braining off, but not really back on. So is there a way I could make... Well, no. Well, unbrained, if I stepped here and turned off the braining... Then I'd need you to make it here, and that's impossible. Okay. Okay, so for one thing, coming through here won't help you step on that. It's gonna have to be through here. Alright, so you come through here, and you want to be there, and you're brained, so... Well, I'll toggle the brainedness, because when brained, you would want to just do that. Because you like orthogonal better than diagonal. So prior to that, you have to have been there. Which, when brained, only really has one path to it that makes sense, and that's this one. Prior to that, you need to have been in one of those places. Now, those are the ones I don't understand. Okay. Like, this is This is the real problem, isn't it? How will I get the distance I need there? Like, I am locked in once I do this. No, not necessarily. Well, once I do that at least, then yeah, effectively. Oh, this might be part of the mechanism though. I noticed this tricky step I can do from here to here and then to here without ever stepping on that. Then this is another way I can shut the brain off, but I mean I'd have to drop that anyway and this doesn't open it back up, so this doesn't give me any new options doing that. The roach is still going to have to die, but I guess that just means it comes to me while brained in there, and I kill it and then the brain. Okay. So, the problem of the first and second doors. How will I put you down there, just like at all, ever? So I can do this. Sure, cool, great. That doesn't work at all. But let's see it not work. Okay, I'm in here. From all the way there, you need to somehow get to one of these? So that definitely involves stepping west. Why would you be motivated to go west here? If you've already walked down there. This can't change anything about the state of this part of the room while I'm in here. A single brain path doesn't do that. Like, that's just not a thing I can do. So forgetting about everything else, just give me a hypothetical way that I can move from this plate to one of these. Like, I'm just ignore everything else in the room. I have that single task. Move the roach from here to here or here. Which does mean I need to get it here first. And it is necessarily going across these. So by walking away from this and toward that, oh, no, I don't see it. I can't motivate you to walk here while unbrained because I'm all the way up here. You will never go south of this row if I'm unbrained sitting here. Or never south of this row if I'm unbrained sitting there. So you absolutely have to be brained when going here. You absolutely have to be brained when going here. Because this involves west movement, this involves south movement. But those two together are impossible. Because there's, oh, wait. Oh. Okay, it's just topologically tricky, that's all. Okay, I see it. It's just topologically tricky. Check it out. And that's what you do. Okay, fine. See, that wasn't an Arky-like trick so much as just like a, you know, a more competent architect's trick, I guess. So I'm only doing a little bit of brain toggling, huh? Oh, and I couldn't avoid this because that's what releases the roach. Got it. Hey, okay, don't do that yet. Right, why did I do that so early? dropping those isn't actually necessary. Now I do have to do this now so that you make that step, because otherwise you would go all the way down there and go across that. That's fine. And then I have to do the same here for that. Okay. Okay. It was just that one little trick there to route across that. Alright. That was a pretty good room. Most of my analysis was correct. Insight by Chaco, 5th place. Alright, moving up in the ranks. Okay.
Line of sight. To kill the evil eye, it must see the Delver and wake up. There are 3 doors controlled by 3 plates, all outside of the line of sight. No matter which plate the Delver stands on, he can't stand on a plate and be seen by the eye at the same time. Deviously uncrackable.
Okay, I see, and I have 2 other tools for stepping on other plates. Okay, you are correct that I can't stand on a plate and be in line of sight. It does appear as though you're correct that I do need to be seen to awaken that. None of these are close enough to that I could step off and be seen before the doors close. This doesn't strictly have to be closed for me to solve the room, because I can just step into this row and wait. It'd solve itself faster if this were closed at the time that... right after you've started moving. So I can't just, like, carry half of the parts of this or this from one place to another. I'll stay in one piece. That's not the button. That's the button. Nothing hiding under there. Okay, so how does a construct and a rock golem help me? Oh, okay, I see it. Alright, so you... to you... but then I get stuck. So what, I need the opposite? Okay, so the golem goes down here. Because that can just stay open the whole time. Like I was saying, having this open is not a problem because I can just stand in this row. So I can do this. It will cause me some problems.
Exterminate.
So here's what oh, okay, it's... if I'm standing on a door, does an evil eye see me? Yes. Okay. If that were false and I would have to be in here, then I would have a problem. But it turns out there is no problem at all. Okay. And that was my insight. Neat. That's a very, very Arky thing to have missed. Sucker by Disoriented. Sucker. I'm gonna do something. Okay, it is indeed succor, and it means help, relief, aid, or assistance. I learned something. Why does that word mean that? Oh boy, it's one of these. Hold on, how this gonna happen when... what? No, that doesn't work.
Atar stuff gates. It's clearly impossible to toggle a tar stuff gate off and back on again.
False.
Let alone toggle it a 3rd time.
Looks true in this
Devil would
configuration.
need to miraculously create tar from thin air.
Oh, wait. No, that's... I mean... So you can do that if you enter a room with... why do I have a... Okay, so you're for stunning. So it's possible to toggle these in a room where a tar mother without tar under it exists. Okay, so you're telling me... Okay, so this does not toggle the... If I do that a little better. This doesn't toggle because there's still stable tar underneath the tar mother's eye. That holds it in place even though it's only a 1x1. If you had started without tar under you and I removed all the other tar in the room... And you know, like, those pieces were separate because you can't have a tar mother in the middle of a tar blob without tar under it. Can you? No, you probably can. Why not? I mean, you'd need a little more space. So what you would do is... This is a little awkward to place in the editor. So that comes with tar under it initially. If I go here and delete this, then sure, there's no tar there. And then you'd just do something like... Sure, okay, you can have it in the middle with no tar under it. That's legal, but that's not how this is configured. Oh hey, it didn't do the thing. I guess because I didn't actually test the room, I just poked at it in the editor. Seems like that's what decides to change my location if I actually test a room. It says, oh, that's your location now, you played a room in it. So somehow you're supposed to help me with this. You can't help me kill that. This got 30th place. Tie. It involves a stalwart, so that part doesn't surprise me too much. But like what the actual puzzle is, I'm not so sure. I'm wondering if there's some weird buggy thing going on here. Yeah, you'll do that stuff. And continue stunning, so I've stopped growth. It doesn't matter. You're gonna die. You just pretty much did. I can't save you. Unless I do this, and even then, yes, it does work. Oops. Well, this feels a little different with one of those around. Yeah, nothing I can do with that, huh? Not that what I'm doing here is useful in any way, even if I could save the stalwart. I'm having a feeling that the reason this ranked so low is because it uses some extremely obscure trick. I don't know it, therefore it's extremely obscure. Okay, so hang on, let's not jump to conclusions here. So what do I know about these mechanics? In this case, I feel like I don't know anything that Arky doesn't know.
Tar stuff gates. It's clearly impossible to toggle a tar stuff gate off and back on.
I know one thing Arky doesn't know.
Let alone toggle it a third time. The devil would need to miraculously create tar from thin air.
So 2 toggles would be sufficient here. Assuming I could stand here when the second toggle happens. I think he's trying to tell me something with miraculously create tar from thin air. So, sure, that's cool and all. I think there's a thing I could do with, So here's the thing. Tar mothers cannot be pushed off the tar blob they reside in. This would be nicer with a staff token instead of a stalwart. Though maybe it wouldn't be possible. There must be something to this. Wait a second. Oh, I think I know. Oh, so I just imagined a way that maybe a tar mother could be pushed off the blob she resides in. This is going to be horrible to make happen with a stalwart, though. Okay, so we're getting into some weird mechanics here, but here's what would probably happen. Let me see if I can set this up in a friendlier way in the editor. Because I don't want to test this with a stalwart. I want to know exactly what I'm doing and have a 100% working solution before I in any way involve a stalwart. So here's what I'm going to do. Put one of you there. Put one of you... no. Give me a potion. What's all this nonsense? Go away. Oh, that's a level entrance. That's fine. Wait, that's a clone. You can go away. You can go away. So staff token. Okay, fine. I'll do this. This is going to be annoying. It's fine. I'm sure there are better ways to do this. Okay, yes, opposite directions. That's what I wanted. I get the sword back. You're going to just stun this for a turn. Well, you can't just do that like this. That's fine. I have almost the setup I want. But not quite. Alright, I have a staff here. There are lots of ways I can make this easier on myself. Here's one. There you are. Purple potion, help me out. Alright, you're facing the correct way. I want my sword back. You don't look at me right now. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. No, that definitely doesn't resolve the way I wanted it to. Okay, let's think a little differently then. Well, then you're gonna have to go away. Okay, so you go away. Give me a different one here. We need to split apart just a little bit like this, I think. No, other way. Alright, so here's the concept. Bithro puts his sword into the tar here, creating a partial tar stuff stab because it's resolved in 2 steps so that multi-stabbing can happen. All partners have to take their turn, because if it wasn't resolved in 2 steps, then like a multi-tar stab just wouldn't even happen because, you know, Bithro would stab, let's say there was this blob extended to here, and the Mimic were stabbing its sword into here. If it all resolved at once, Bithro's sword would go here, then there'd be a 2x2 blob here, and the Mimic's sword going there would not be in a vulnerable tar stuff spot. So like for a temporary moment in the middle of the turn, flat surfaces, well, the surface space of the tar remains as it is. So as Bithro takes his turn, and as the Mimic takes its turn, when I stab here, there will be tar corner, flat tar, tar corner, nothing. The Mimic will take its turn. Okay, one of 2 things is going to happen here. By the way, swords only stab on their own turn, so once Bithro's turn is over, his sword won't continue killing things. It's only sometimes true. One of 3 things will happen here. I know which one I'm hoping for, but let's go through these carefully. So situation number 1. Bithro stabs this, thereby removing all traces of tar on this tile. The Mimic rotates its stick, and since there's no tar where the Tar Mother is going, she just doesn't even move. Case number 2. Okay, right, yeah, so she stays exactly there. Case number 2. Bithro stabs here, removes all tar, Mimic turns its stick. Since somehow there was still some semblance of tar here, maybe it doesn't get completely removed in the first stab. There's still some kind of marker that, hey, there's tar here, but it was stabbed. Then the tar mother moves there. So 2.1 is that she goes there and immediately gets stabbed by Bithro's sword. However, I think that's false because swords only stab on their own turn, on their holder's turn. Swords don't get their own turn. But the holder of a sword gets a turn and uses it on that turn. Case 2.2 is the one that I'm hoping for. There's still some semblance of tar here. The tar mother gets pushed there. The sword doesn't kill it because it's already taken its turn. And the tar goes away. Since there's a sword on top of it, it can't resolve into stable tar. So we get tar baby, tar baby, tar baby, tar baby, tar baby. Tar mother, but no stable tar under her. That's what it is. That's the gimmick. That's the case that works. Okay, so that's how I toggle the thing. Now, let's do that with a stalwart. Oh no. Let's do that twice with a stalwart. Maybe even 3 times. At least I know what I'm doing and I've proven that it can work. I mean, I didn't have a tar gate in that room, but I did remove all the tar. I saw that happen. I know how this stuff works. But getting a stalwart to cooperate with this? I wonder if I need both of the eyes. Let's hope not. I'll try it with just one. Let's see, how do I do this? If I stab it then yeah, she has nothing there. Okay. I'm gonna release you. Please be nice to me. And actually, for a moment, don't touch my friend, the tar mother. She's not really my friend. Hey, now. You. Quit that. You're gonna be like that, huh? Oh, stalwart. Why can't you be a mimic? And I don't get an invisibility potion either. So all those advantages I gave myself, I didn't have any of them here. Alright, let's do it with this configuration. You can stun half of that. Okay, so I get some control there. He won't move until he sees something he can hit. Yeah, this is going to be a horrible mess. And then oh! Why with a stalwart? I mean, this is fiddly enough that, like, if I had a mimic, you know, and an invisibility potion, then I'd be enjoying this. And I already spend 14 turns just getting here, so it's gonna grow. Okay. So, you know, and then that's a bunch of turns to get up here, and I can't control him. I don't have a staff of my own. This will be way too chaotic with a, you know, a full tar mother. I'm gonna let this grow and trim it back down to how it was, or something approximating that. And already lose too much time. Okay, so stalwart boy, what's your plan? So I feel like this is my starting configuration. I need to get... I don't know what I need to get. I need to keep you away for a moment. I don't really want to do that, but I guess it's fine. See, you keep moving around because there are tar babies, and it takes way too long to trim this for anything good to happen. Well, that's nice, but it's not the way I want it. Can I get some control over this? Some. You're gonna sit there forever. Now you will bump, which means you don't sit there forever. Could I have gotten there a bit quicker? No. Okay, so if I spend my time doing this... No, he's gonna get distracted and killed by tar babies and stuff. Stalwart, stop that! Stalwart, stop! Stop, you're just gonna die. This could be something. No, you're just gonna sit there forever. That's not a place to put your... Okay, well, what if you do this, and I stop you from being exactly there, then you did that instead. Well, this is a mess. In case you couldn't tell. Now you're there forever. Okay, this will... Well, okay, oh wait, that, what? Why? No, but now you sit there forever. This is gross. So one is definitely enough. I don't need both halves of the tar mother. It's really icky though. No, don't get distracted by the... Okay, sure, fine. So you're doing that. What? Stalwarts! No! Okay, so you'll do that. And that's fine, right into my sword. But I need you not to be doing what you're doing. Really? You go for the tar mother instead of the... Da! So you have a toy to play with at least, but that's not helping me because it's taking you way over there. I am going to need you close to me at some point here. Oh good, I just made this kind of shape. Okay. Well, that... What? Okay, better idea. Maybe. I don't know if this is a better idea. Okay, so this is the first toggle, then I will... Why a stalwart? Why not something that's not horrible? Alright, here, stalwarts. Come this way just a little bit. Hey, look, a monster. Okay, monster's gone. You can calm down now. Here. Sit there and push that around. No, don't die! Okay, I saved you. The tower is getting way too big now. Here, push that around a bit. Not into a corner! Then it'll stay there forever! Okay, here. Can you do that like 2 turns later? 1, 2. There. Now, I think I stepped into your path and probably changed what you're doing. Of course I did. 1, 2. Do this. Go here. Why not something I can control? Yeah, you're gonna do that. Of course you are. Okay, so I need a different shape, obviously. Hang on, that shape kind of worked. That would do it right there. Okay, so how do I make that actually do it? Yeah, my sword's on it, but that's not where I can cut the tar. No, don't take that away from me. Okay, magic happens. Stalwart's gonna die. Wait. Never mind, double magic happens. Okay, so you're dead. I mean, you're not yet, but you're about to be. I will help. Ugh. Why a stalwart? Yeah, that's a cool mechanism, but it's a stalwart. Oh. Like, go up 20 places if you give me a mimic and an invisibility potion instead. That's what I think of that room. Cool mechanism. Bad supporting character. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. I got it done, though. What's a... like, show me another pattern. You're disoriented. You have to solve every DROD room in existence, so you will have a solution for your own room, right? How do you do it? Yeah, isn't that nice and clean? And magical. Okay, cool, sure. But how would I ever derive that in any way other than by complete accident? I wouldn't. I didn't. I don't. Okay. Well, you know, it had a cool mechanism in it, and it's now done. Alright, see you next time to go south to... I think this is going to be 2 rooms, right? Yeah, passage out of Cliff Puff. Okay, so this leads on to more stuff. Yeah, so this is not small. There are quite a few rooms here. I'm assuming it's maybe if it's enough to fill that grid, it'll be all of that? Possibly. Alright, see you then.